Hey babes, my name's Diamond and I write a blog called The Fancy Girls Guide, and I empower women to elevate their lives through fashion, lifestyle, and self-care. Today's video is going to be about how to stop dimming your light and unapologetically be that girl. I know oftentimes we can be told that we're too much, we're doing too much, or maybe we could just feel like whatever our contribution is not um valuable enough, and that stops here because we're just not doing that anymore. So if you like these type of videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that bell so that you can be notified for the weekly uploads, and check out the links in the bio so that you can subscribe to the blog. Let's go ahead and get to the video. Okay, babes, the very first thing that you need to do is accept the fact that you have a unique mind, body, and spirit that the world needs. I know that it can kind of feel like, oh, everybody else is doing this, or everybody else is already, or maybe you feel like there's nothing special about you, but the fact that you are you is special because there's literally nobody else doing that. Like, there's literally nobody else that is going to think the way you think, feel the way you feel. You might have some similarities to other people, but you have a unique mind, unique experiences. Like, what has gotten you to this day is totally different than any other person, on this earth. So accept the fact that you have a uniqueness, you have something that is special about you, you have something that no one else has, and embrace that and find confidence in the fact that nobody is going to out you. It's literally impossible. They can't. Let me give you an example of what I mean. The other day, I had met up with a group of people for a mastermind. So these are all people that are like entrepreneurs. They are like super successful in their own fields. And I met up with them. And so one guy shared something that he was struggling with, just like some mindset stuff and like kind of just dealing with his emotions and not getting so caught up in them. And so everybody is kind of like, sharing their opinions, which are slightly different than like what I would have said. And as everybody is sharing, I could feel like my heart start to like speed up, and I could feel this deep urge and this deep sensation to share my viewpoint. And sometimes in these situations, I have maybe found myself backing out of the spotlight or just kind of feeling like, oh, maybe this won't apply to him. I'm a woman, he's a man, maybe it won't, be well received. But again, this is something that I genuinely have worked on and I've worked through. And so I just had this deep sensation and I was like, no, I need to speak up. So when I spoke up, I shared, my opinion, my viewpoint, my experience. Afterwards, he came over to me and was like, thank you so much. This is something I've really been struggling with, and you just like solved my problem for me. And afterwards, I was thinking like, wow, this is the perfect example of why you should not dim your light, because there could be something inside of you, your experience, something you've read, something you've learned that you can share with somebody, and it can be a life-changing moment. I have had that happen for me before, where somebody expressed something and it was like a light bulb went off. And so this is just a reminder that you have a unique point of view. You have a unique story, and don't shy away from sharing that, because there are people who need you to share it. They need you to give your opinion, to give your viewpoint, to show up authentically as you, because that will give them permission to do the same. Okay, babes. So number two, for how to stop dimming your light is going to be to journal. Now, if this is not your first time watching one of my videos, you know that I mention this in probably every single video, because journaling is just such a great way for you to really get to the root of things and really like dig deep and to uncover like where these things are kind of coming from. Because if you are dimming your light, this is probably, I mean, it could really come from anywhere, but a lot of times things are coming from like our childhood. So if you grew up in a family that was, always making you feel like you were too much, or if you were heavily criticized, or, if you were kind of demonized for just really not being like meek, or maybe if you were praised for being quiet and not ever speaking your mind, those type of things will create like these deep rooted insecurities within us, that will then cause us to feel like we need to dim our light to be more acceptable. And try one or both of these journaling prompts. So the first one is going to be, when was the first time that I felt like I needed to dim my light? And really sit and think like, okay, when was the very first time I ever felt this feeling of needing to shrink? And then just fully explore that, how you felt, what you were thinking, and you really want to get all of that out and then remind yourself that whoever made you feel this way, whether it was a parent, whether it was a schoolmate or a teacher, whoever made you feel this way was reflecting to you how they feel about themselves. So you don't have to carry that with you through the rest of your life. You actually don't even have to subscribe to this idea at all. And this will give you the opportunity to really face where things came from and then to leave them there so that you can move forward and have that light and that confidence to really show up as your most authentic self. The other prompt is going to be, what am I afraid will happen if I show up authentically as myself? Are you afraid of judgment? Are you afraid that people won't like you? Are you afraid that people will be offended? Um, I know sometimes we can have a fear of fully being ourselves because of the judgment that we may receive from others. And so we kind of make ourselves small, or we dim our lights so that even the criticism that we receive isn't truly criticism because we aren't truly being ourselves. And so I would just recommend fully exploring that. Um, and if I think of any other journaling prompts while I'm editing this video, I will leave those down in the description. But I highly, highly, highly recommend journaling and really working through those feelings of, why do you feel like you need to dim your light? Like, who told you that you were not enough or too much? Let's get to the root of it. Babes, my last tip is going to be to surround yourself with people who embody the essence of a bright light. Surround yourself with people who are unapologetic about being them, people who are confident, who are secure, who, express themselves in a healthy way that is clear where they stand and where their viewpoints are. When you hang around those people will give you permission to do the same. Like, as opposed to hanging around with people who want you to not dress so cute because it's their birthday, or who want you to not wear makeup because your makeup is going to look better than their makeup, or like just all of these weird things that people are like will try to put onto you. Like, people will project their insecurities onto you, and in the same way, people will project their confidence onto you. So surround yourself with confident people, and that will help to boost your confidence. Everything and everybody is attracted to light. And if you are dimming your light, you will repel the very same situations, people, experiences, and things that you desire to draw into your life. You are going to push them away. They won't be able to see you. They won't be able to fully receive you in all your greatness. As Beyonce would say, everything next to me gets lit up too. Like, Your light is a benefit to the people around you, to literally everything that you touch. So don't be afraid to really embody that light. Don't be afraid to really authentically and genuinely show up as you. You don't have to dim your light, because the people who should be around you, the people that you want to attract, they are looking for the light inside of you, even if they don't know it. Babes, thanks so much for watching all the way to the end. If you like these type of videos, make sure that you thumbs up this video, because that helps me a ton. Comment down below, let me know what the next video you want to see from me is. And make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I mean, you don't want to miss an upload. Duh. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a wonderful week. Bye.